Dear students, good morning all of you. Welcome to geometry video number 14. In the last video, we had already discussed about the midpoint theorem and converse of midpoint theorem, also its applications. Okay, so today we are going to discuss another important theorem called vertical angle bisector theorem. So what is the name of it? Vertical angle bisector theorem. Shortly we write it as VABT. Okay, another beautiful theorem. So first of all, look at the statement of this theorem. The bisector of the vertical angle of a triangle divides the base into the ratio of other two sides. Come on, try to understand the statement of this theorem. The bisector of the vertical angle of a triangle divides the base into the ratio of, or directly you can say in the ratio of, other two sides. Okay, so look at the diagram of this concerned statement. Let it be a triangle ABC, and talking about angular bisector and the two vertical angle. So let it be the vertical angle bisector AD. ADB is the vertical angle bisector. Fine. Because of this is a angular bisector, these two angles are equal. If suppose this is theta, then this angle is also theta. Okay. So produce this AB to some extent, and also draw the line parallel to AD through C. Suppose this is the line. Let it be the line which is drawn through C, which meets the produced BA at some E, as well as parallel to AD bar. Okay, ma'am. So I told you, if it is theta, then this part is also theta. Right. So first of all, write down what is given. So given that in a triangle ABC, the bisector of angle BAC, the bisector of angle BAC intersects BC in D, that is angle BAD is equals to, right? Angle BAD is equals to angle DAC. Angle DAC. Is it? No. Now what we need to prove, required to prove? See, the so-called bisector of the vertical angle dividing the base, that is BD by DC into the ratio of the other two sides, AB by AC. Isn't it? This bisector dividing the base, that is BD and DC, into the ratio of other two sides. The rest of the two sides of this triangle is nothing but one is AB and the other one is AC. Okay, fine. Now coming to proof. See, in triangle BAC, observe it properly. In triangle BAC, actually AD is parallel to, not BAC, better you consider BCE triangle. BCE triangle, the big one. In this triangle, AD is parallel to CE. So the line joining of two sides of a triangle is parallel to the third side. Then according to BPT, I can say that the line divides the other two sides in the same ratio. No? So BD by DC, which is equals to BA by AE. Isn't it? BD by DC, which is equals to BA by AE. Why? This is because of basic proportionality theorem. Okay, fine. And see what you can observe here. Angle BAD is equals to angle AEC. Angle BAD is equals to, can we write it angle AEC? Why? Because corresponding angles. These two are angle BAD and angle AEC. Isn't it? This AD is parallel to AE. Hence this angle and this angle also theta. So both are corresponding angles. Okay. And see, moreover, angle DAC is equals to angle ACE. See, look at this, DAC, this angle is equals to ACE, this angle, because since it is a transversal, AC is the transversal. Now this angle and this angle are nothing but alternate interior angles. So because of alternate interior angles, they are equal. Fine. But my dear, angle DAC is given as angle BAD. But I can say that angle DAC is equals to angle BAD. Right, my dear? Look at here. Both left side parts, LHS, left hand sides are equal, so that I can equate these two. I mean, therefore, I can say that angle ACE is equals to angle BAD. Isn't it? Angle ACE, this is theta. Of course, we got it already here, and which is equals to angle BAD. So what we can write it now? But angle BAD is equals to angle AEC, in the above one. So from this I can also say that angle AEC is equals to angle ACE. I mean, angle at E and angle at C are equal. Angle at C is theta, angle at E is also theta. And we learnt in the last previous videos that equal angles having equal angles opposite sides are also equal. Hence I can say that AE, which is equals to AC, because for this angle the opposite side is AC, for this angle the opposite side are AE, opposite side is AE. So both these two sides are equal. AE is equals to AC. Isn't it, ma? So before that this you can treat it as 1. And now 1 implies, how can I write 1? I mean BD by DC, which is equals to BA. BA is nothing but I can also write it as AB. Now instead of AE, I can write it AC. Isn't it? AE is equals to AC. Please write here, mention that the sides opposite to equal angles are also equal. I think this is the condition what we need to prove. BD by DC is equals to AB by AC. So hence prove. Hence prove the required condition. So look at me once again. What is the statement of this theorem is? The bisector of vertical angle of a triangle, that is AD. The bisector of the vertical angle of a triangle divides the base into the ratio of other two sides. That is BD by DC is equals to AB by AC. See here, first one with the help of BPT, since these two lines are parallel. And next one, here AC is a transversal, so because of that particular angles which clearly we mentioned here as the corresponding angles, and this is these two are alternate interior angles. So but already we know that angle BAD is equals to angle ACE, but angle ACE is equals to angle BAD. So finally I can write that angle AEC is equals to angle ACE. I mean, these particular two angles are equal, hence the sides which are opposite to the equal angles are also equal. So finally I got it that AE is equals to AC. This condition we need to submit in this case, that is BD by DC is equals to BA or AB, whatever it may be. Now instead of AE I can write it AC. Okay. So Next, converse of vertical angle bisector theorem. Okay, so look at the statement of this converse. If straight line through vertical angle of a triangle or else through the, instead of vertical angle, better say that line through the vertex of a triangle divides the base in the ratio of other two sides will bisect the vertical angle. See, almost all the statement is reverse. Earlier, the bisector drawn through the vertex of a triangle divides the other two sides into the ratio of other two sides. Whereas here, now coming to converse, if the straight line drawn through the vertex of a triangle divides the base in the ratio of other two sides and will bisect the vertical angle. Okay. So coming to the diagram, let it be the triangle, say PQR. Okay, in generally, let PM be the angular bisector of the vertex P. Okay, so first let us see what is given. Given that it divides the base into the ratio of other two sides. That means QM by MR, which is equals to PQ by PR. Isn't it, ma? And we need to prove that PM is the bisector of angle P. And coming to the construction part, see here we use a different technique what we use to prove converse of BPT. I mean, instead of proving that PM is the bisector, let us try to prove that there is another line which is a bisector. I mean, assume that suppose this is the point M dash. Let we try to prove that PM dash, instead of to prove PM is the bisector, angular bisector, we try to prove PM dash be the angular bisector. Let us see whether we can or not. So for that, let us assume that PM is not a bisector of angle P. So draw PM dash, which is the bisector of angle P. Okay ma. Now if PM dash is the bisector, just now we discussed vertical angle bisector theorem statement. So according to that implies what I can say, QM dash by M dash R, isn't it? Bisector dividing the base into the ratio of other two sides, that is QP by PR. This is because of vertical angle bisector theorem as per this. Okay, right, fine, let it be 1. But what is given ma? Or do one thing, let it be considered as equation 1, and now this you can take it as 2. But my dear, QP by PR, which is equals to QM by MR. So instead of this, you write from 1, I can say that QM dash by M dash R is equals to QM by MR. Okay, so let us add 1 on both sides, plus 1, and here also QM by MR plus 1, and if you take the LCM, QM dash plus M dash R by M dash R, which is equals to QM plus MR by MR. Okay, so listen now, QM dash plus M dash R, QM dash plus M dash R, which is equals to whole length of QR. I can write it, this is QR by M dash R, which is equals to, even what can you say about QM plus MR? QM plus MR. So sum of these two distances is also equals to QR, no? So QR by, I can write it MR. So QR gets cancelled, and from this I can say that M dash R is equals to MR. I mean, the distance from M to R should be equals to the distance from M dash to R. But when M and M dash are 2 points on the same side of R, then how can these two distances are equal? We got it, this is the relation, no? So we can mention that which is not possible. When they both are 2 different points, then the distance from 2 different points to the same point never be same. Okay. So, which is not possible, because this gives you that our assumption is wrong. What is our assumption? PM dash is the angular bisector of angle P. So I can say that our assumption is wrong, and this is true. This is true when M and M dash must coincide. Okay, which is not possible, and this is possible only. Better to write like this. This is possible only when M and M dash must coincide. That means these together considered as a single point. Therefore, PM is the bisector of angle P. I think this is what we need to prove. PM is the bisector of angle P. Hence proved. Okay. So observe the proof once again, and this the same technique what we used here is also used while proving of converse of BPT. Okay, ma. So please note a point. So this is what I mean, VABT and converse of VABT is related to the internal angular bisector of a vertex of a triangle. That can be, vertex can be, I mean A, can be B or can be C. No problem. Any vertex. Then it's the internal angular bisector. Okay. What happens when the bisector is external? That's what we are discussing now in the form of a note. So listen carefully. The external bisector of angle A of triangle ABC. Okay. External bisector of angle A of triangle ABC divides the base externally, divides the base externally in the ratio of other two sides. So concept is almost all same. Earlier the angular bisector is the internal angular bisector, hence it's divides the base internally into the ratio of other two sides. Whereas now I am talking about external bisector, no? So hence it divides the base into the same ratio, that is into the ratio of other two sides, but externally. Okay, this is what we can show it in this manner. Let it be the triangle ABC. Okay, now I am talking about external angular bisector through A. So let it be the external angular bisector. And you can produce this C to here, say some this point D. Okay, fine. Now if this external angular bisector is theta and this is also theta, and here see what I can say, that BD by DC, which is equals to AB by AC, isn't it? So this is the external angular bisector drawn through vertex A, which divides the base, how? BD and CD, and which is equals to the ratio of other two sides. So other two sides are, one is AB and one is AC. Or else the same thing you can also write it as BD is to DC is equals to AB is to AC. Okay, ma. So after completing of these two theorems, that is vertical angle bisector theorem and converse of vertical angular bisector theorem, please revise once regarding similarity criterions which are available in your material. Please write the detailed notes of a similarity criterion which already explained earlier. Criterion. Also about yes similarity criterion, even yes similarity criterion, and finally RHS similarity criterions, which we already discussed. But even though, once again revise these criterions which will be helping us to solve the remaining concepts. Okay, I hope you all are enjoyed the class and understood the concepts what we discussed. Okay, thank you. Have a nice day.